Footnotes from the Life Application Study Bible. Paul's message to the Jews in the synagogue in Antioch began with an emphasis on God's covenant with Israel. This was a point of agreement, because all Jews were proud to be God's chosen people. Then Paul explained how the good news filled the covenant from the time of Abraham, Jacob, and Joseph to the resurrection of Jesus. Some Jews found this message hard to accept. Paul also explained very simply how Scripture had been fulfilled and how Gentiles are part of God's plan. Some people still find this message difficult to understand today. God's plan includes all who receive the salvation offered by Jesus, regardless of race, gender, nationality, past crimes, and previous beliefs. Paul often began where his listeners were and then introduced them to Jesus. Because Paul was speaking to devout Jews, he began by reminding them about God's covenant with Israel and the great ancestors of the faith, like Abraham and David. Later, when speaking to the Greek philosophers in Athens, he began by talking about what he had observed in their city. In both cases, however, he centered the sermon around Jesus and emphasized the crux of the Christian faith, the resurrection. When you share the good news, begin with what most interests your audience. Then tell them about Jesus. He meets people at their point of need and shows them how much they need him. Forgiveness of sins and freedom from guilt are available through faith in Jesus to all people, including you. Have you received this forgiveness? Are you refreshed each day by the thought that you are right with God?